Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Fighters Trading Channel. I hope everyone is well. Today is the 8th of May 2025. Today we're going to be starting a new series known as the Forex Flows Market Analysis. Within the Forex Flows Market Analysis, we are going to be looking at the currency pairs, namely EURUSD, EURJPY, USDJPY, the respective indices for this amongst other currency pairs. So the reason for this is we've separated the indices, and I do still analyze currencies but at a lot less of a frequency, preferring to actually trade gold in the indices, but I still think it's important to keep up to date with the technical analysis coming out of these currency correlated pairs. So without further ado, let's hop into the analysis. Starting with EURUSD, we can observe the bullish structure that is currently at play over here. So we can observe the bullish structure coming out of EURUSD. We can see the price is comfortably trading way above the 50 SMA on the 1 week on the weekly chart, and we can see price trading close to the overextended region in the RSI territory. So from here, sorry, I'm just having some trouble with my mouse. I'm trying to get it back on track. Okay. So from here, what we can observe is the super bullish nature of the chart. We can see the bullish structure at play here. We can see the wick rejections to the upside currently coming into play. Thus, let's go into the daily and see what we can see. So on the daily, we can see price comfortably trading above the 50 SMA. We are currently approaching the 50% level on the RSI, so we are currently in that sweet spot. I just want to actually mark off the sweet spot here. So just boom, there's the first one. Change that to blue. There we go. So we are currently in the sweet spot of the RSI, a bit far removed from the 50 SMA, but nonetheless, we are seeing that price is finding support here at 1.129. So I could comfortably take a long position from here, or rather 1.128. So I could comfortably take a long position from here, but I think we'll get a better analysis if we go into the 4-hour chart. Okay, so the 4-hour chart, we can see the support structure that's currently in play. Price has tested this level multiple times, and we do see some bullish lower highs at play with no respective lower lows. So what we can observe is almost the unassuming triangle here, and we're not sure which side the price is going to break to. We do see price trading below the 4-hour 50 SMA and in the bearish region of the RSI below 45. Just want to mark off 45. Let's see if we can get it perfect. Okay, just leave it there. Below the bearish region of the RSI. So all signs point towards further bearish movement here, but the support structure is strong, and from a higher time frame perspective, we do have the potential for a pop to the upside. We could see a liquidity grab to the downside, potentially towards 1.111 before a move to the upside. So that is a potential play, and I actually would like to mark out the potential break and retest level here. That could happen during a liquidity grab. But for the most part, the bulls are still firmly in control from a higher time frame perspective. If I were to trade this to the downside, I would like to wait for a break of this support, come back and retest before a push to the downside. So essentially it looks something like 1, 2, and then 3 to the support level before pushing to the upside. So at the moment, price is very much in that consolidation phase, which actually explains why price is trading below the 50 SMA. We have been consolidating since the 23rd of April with no real movements in this market, momentum movements in this market. So kind of staying very steady here. I would say resistance is sitting at 1.1375 at the moment. And as mentioned, support at 1.12776. So we will wait and see what happens with EURUSD. On EURJPY showing some better movement. We can see that on the weekly time frame, we're very much in that broad range consolidation phase between 164.69 and the support at 155.35. Currently on an impulse move to the upside, but we are tapping that resistance door very much at the moment. So we could see potential downside movements coming into play shortly. I just want to mark this off. In terms of indicators, we're trading below the 50 SMA at the moment. Oh, just above the 50 SMA, but we are unassumingly just testing the zone at the moment. In terms of RSI, we are in the bullish region, but we're in the sweet spot, so it's still being determined where we're traveling to. Moving into the daily. Daily, I would assume, is bullish. Yes, as expected. We're trading comfortably above the 50 SMA. We've tapped the sweet spot multiple times for that move to the upside. We are currently on an impulse move to the upside per the daily time frame. Per the 4-hour chart, we are above the 50 SMA at the moment. We are trading in the bullish region of the RSI, and after testing support at 161.85, we have shot to the upside and will continue looking for upside moves all the way to 164.6. So waiting for that retracement. We are currently on an impulse move, waiting for that retracement back down to the 50 SMA, where we will see some curvature in said line, potential retracement in the sweet spot of 45.55 in the RSI before pushing to the upside. The daily, we are trading comfortably above the 50 SMA. We are the impulse move. So with the impulse moves, there isn't really an opportunity to get in. We need to wait for that retracement. Once the retracement comes into play, I'll put a runner trade at 0.01 lot size, see if the momentum shifts in the bull's favors. Once it's shifted in the bullish favor, I will then look for a higher lot size entry in line with 2% risk on my account and trading that for 1:3 to 164.6. Taking a look at USDJPY on a weekly time frame, we've tapped the support level at 141 on the dot. So I'm just going to knock that. Wow, we tested it perfectly and price rebounded off said level. Now our resistance is at 158, let's say 159 at the moment. Just currently sitting there quietly. And price, per the indicators, price is trading below the 50 SMA and we are in the bearish region of the RSI. So bear is very much in control at this moment, but with that tap of the support level, we could be seeing a shift in the momentum of the market towards USD. However, we will have to indicate the indices further to actually confirm this. But right now, we can see on the daily price trading below the 50 SMA. We're currently in the sweet spot region of the RSI for further downside movements. So you could potentially see another test of said support level. But for the most part, moving into the 4-hour, we're going to see the bulls in control. As expected, bulls are in control. So price was very much ranging. We are seeing bullish structure here. Price came down, thought it was going to move into a bearish structure, but found a new higher low before that previous higher low. Didn't do the break and retest level too well, but we are making moves to the upside. Currently on an impulse move to the upside, comfortably trading above the 50 SMA in the bullish region of the RSI. Would like to see a retracement to potentially 143.85 before I look for a long opportunity there. Per the daily, we're comfortably trading above the 50 SMA. We are in the overextended bullish region of the RSI. So I would like to see price come back down, test the 55 region, potentially that 143.50 region, break and retest level. Once it hits there, I could then potentially see myself going in for a long entry to the upside. So I will put in potentially a buy limit order there. Once price comes back, tests the region, pushes to the upside, I'll be comfortably in a 0.01 trade. And once my runner trade activates, I'll then be comfortable to take a higher position. Bitcoin been making some massive gains. Per the weekly, we are definitely in an impulse move to the upside after hitting that level I was expecting, which I did not. Oh wait, no, sorry, I lied. Price on the 7th of April, yes, actually, 7th of April 2025, damn, 1 month ago, hit that 50 SMA level. Price comfortably shot all the way to the upside. I should have actually put a trade in over there. I actually did not catch that. But we're currently tapping at the door of 100,000 at the moment with bullish structure at play per the daily. Trading comfortably above the 50 SMA. We're in the overextended region of the RSI, so I do expect some type of retracement soon. Per the 4-hour chart, we are trading comfortably above the 50 SMA, overextended region of the RSI. Just want to take a look here. Okay, so price is in the bullish region of the RSI, not so overextended, but definitely impulse move to the upside. So what we can do here is potentially scalp to the upside, but being wary that we do have the potential for a stronger retracement, potentially to 97,500 before further push to the upside. I would like to see that 97,500 level tapped before I trade to the upside. Actually, just going to move this here. Looking at the indices, we can observe dollar. Dollar is in a bearish trend at the moment per the daily. We can see bearish structure with lower highs, and respective lower lows. Looking like it's making a move to the upside, but I don't think this is a sustained move. I think it's found some level of support here, but it's struggling to find strong bullish momentum to actually carry it to the upside. Based upon the fundamentals being released, it's very difficult for it to do so. And I will make a separate fundamental video that ties into this. But what we can observe right now is that dollar momentum is scarce in the currencies. And until there's some stability coming into the US in terms of how these policies are going to play out in the medium term and long term, we are going to continue to see very much consolidated nature in these markets. In terms of the Euro index, we're definitely making highs, but we are in the consolidation phase as expected. Most of these indices, these currency indices, are based upon dollar movements, and how the dollar moves will determine how this moves in the inverse direction. Yen also making bullish moves, but currently in a consolidated phase. I actually just want to take a look at the VIX indices quickly. We are currently in the middle ground, no risk on, no risk off. Just currently figuring out what the momentum is doing. And based on what I can see, I actually do need to include this in the fighters flows indices and gold video. But from what we can see, we are 22.63, which is between 20 and 30. So there's no risk on, there's no risk off at the moment. If we are below 20, we are risk on territory. People want to spend money, they want to invest in indices, they want to take their money out of gold. If we're above 30, it means they risk off and they're actually investing in gold, they're taking money out of indices. So waiting to see how this plays out. We're very much in the neutral ground at the moment, nothing ready to share there. Taking a look at our news releases, we can see that we had some USD news yesterday in terms of the FOMC federal fund rates and the FOMC statement. So important to check out that news, see what happened. We can just take an observation here. We can see that the fund rate remained very stable at 4.5%. So very neutral statement coming out of the FOMC, despite the volatility coming out of Trump's announcements on tariff rates, etc., etc. And every day there's something different coming out of the tariffs. He's taking tariffs off chips and supercomputers coming out of China, but then taxing putting a tariff on foreign movies. I mean, it's ridiculous. But regardless, we can see power news coming into play here, USD news with unemployment claims at 2:30, and then we have some CAD and USD news tomorrow. So not much in terms of news analysis, very much a technical trading day. Currencies don't really move that much, but if you get some long-term plays in there, it can definitely make you some great money. So that is pretty much the analysis. Today, I will drop a fundamental analysis in terms of how fundamentals are playing into this in the medium and long term and how it ties into the technical analysis. But from me, I hope everybody has a successful trading day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers, everyone.